He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Watch the screen. Pass. Switch.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A handoff left, Elliott. And some room to roam now. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Scott. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Running it with Armstead. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Dallas.
After one, our score 9-6. A first down carry by Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action now, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking
for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down and 4, Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Hurts.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Nifty move. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
From the gun, they go with Armstead, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Armstead. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Laquell Armstead, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all. And, Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 26, check 26. 19,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Second down at 4. From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 55 yards. And Zuerlein's kick is good. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got some space here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Dak's going to keep it on the option.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll hand to Armstead. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. On 2nd and 12, Hurts on the move to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd down, it's Armstead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie things now at 19 all.
Ty, we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw is Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have broken the tie. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 19.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Reagor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give running right is Armstead. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Down to the 25.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Laquell Armstead with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The give is to Elliott. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All runs runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the Eagles' 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now Dak. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown.